All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are for those of you on YouTube, we are starting our full op for tonight. I'm gonna service the coal mine. I've got Javius bringing wood over with the Del Norte, and then I've got Anthony headed down to the smelter to grab some 3 cars of rails. And I'm going to take this engine and we're going to pull our coal cars and our rail cars and our wood beam cars up the mountains. And I'll let those guys decide what they want to work on after that. Because many things need many things. Now, did you say cordwood is also needed, Javius?
Not much.
Not much? Okay.
I think there was 67 in it.
Okay.
Out of 100. And I mean, you'll pull a little bit out when we take 3 cars of rails, but not a lot.
Okay. I had the volume down. I was watching a movie last time I was playing. Sorry about that. Get some volume in here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's got to go the other way. Going to the right is actually going to the left, because that's not confusing. I'll tell you what, this little reverser Jesus fish has been like super inventive or creative. The inverse cool. The inverse Y. The password is toot. TOOT.
I'm sorry, what did you need me to grab again?
3 cars of rails from the smelter.
Okay. For some reason I had beams on the mind.
No beams. Beams are what Javius is getting. I don't know that I've ever used 123 as a password. Maybe like a password that was going to be used for like 10 minutes. Maybe I would use like 12345 or something like that. And then we'd log in and change it. But I'm pretty good about, I guess in my personal life, I'm not great with passwords, like password stuff. But I'm also not terrible at it. I'm pretty careful. All right, we'll back this up. Put the reverser on. Yeah, using it for testing crap, exactly. So does that actually make a difference in how bright the light is?
Generator?
Yeah, I guess it does a little bit.
Yeah. Or used to.
It's not a huge difference. But once you get above like 50, it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. All right. Back it up real slow here and connect up. Okay, that's cool, Boomer. We're here. Just need to check all the brakes, make sure we're good there. Brakes are good. That brake's on, but we're turning that off. Now, the other thing that I would like to do, we really shouldn't leave, and that was my fault. I did that. We shouldn't leave empties on the service line. So while I'm waiting for Javius to arrive with the wood and Anthony to arrive with the rails, we're going to move this forward and move these cars out of the way too. If Red Elf is here, could you please sword that person to death? Thank you. Huzzah! We shall cut off your advertisement at the neck.
Okay.
You on your way already?
Load it up.
Look at you.
The train was already spotted. And the crane's auto load, so
I'll have to. Now, that's for Train Sim World 3, right? I was angry about them not giving me a free copy, so I choose to no longer support them. And no, the honest truth is I can't afford $70 DLCs. I mean, it's not that bad, but their DLCs are so expensive that I gave up trying to buy them. So when you come into the yard, I want you on track 3. Track 1 is going to be the one by the water towers. Track 5 is the one by the telegraph. All right?
okay, did you set it up for me?
No. I'm at the other end of the yard. I'll try to. Hang on.
You're assuming that I'm gonna figure out how to get to the yard from here.
That's a good point, too. Yes. Hey, what's going on, Louie? Yes. Unfortunately, it is expensive. It is worth. I will say this there's a lot of people that complain about bugs. I don't usually run into them when I play Train Sim. I don't know why I don't, but maybe because I don't try to go off the beaten track. Like I kind of just follow what they tell us to do. But I have heard a lot of complaints about bugs. But other than that, I get my money's worth out of that game because I do enjoy playing it. And at some point, I will invest in version 3. I didn't see a reason to yet because I don't. Aside from, okay, the way I'm going to look at it is this. I'm not going to get the deluxe edition because I don't care about European high-speed rail. I don't give a crap about passenger stuff. All I want is like American freight. And so I probably would just get the American freight version and then just get add-ons from there. So, a door open light? Okay. All right, so we need to get him in the yard. So when he comes in, he's going to go to the left. And he's going to go there. And he's going to come in on this track. Okay.
Hello, Boomer.
Hello, Boomer. How are ya?
Oh, yeah. Getting there.
All right. So what do we need Boomer to do? Boomer, if you wouldn't mind, does Javius, you said that we needed cordwood, right?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
The cordwood train's not that long. It might take a full train of cordwood.
All right.
Iron ore. There's plenty of room in the pile for more iron ore.
Okay, so if you could down at the smelter, Boomer, is the class 48. That is the 3-wheeled engine that's kind of large. If you could take that and take the 3 iron ore cars and start bringing iron ore down from the iron ore mine, that would be perfect.
It's funny. You're acting like I know your layout.
Good luck. Real Nibster, welcome to the channel.
It's not too hard of a route to go.
Yeah, when you leave, you're gonna go as you leave the smelter, you're gonna go to the right and follow that track. You're gonna go through a big loop going up, and you'll continue on all the way up to the mine, and then just bring it back down. So
There is one switch. Make sure that's switched to the left.
Oh, well,
And
that's
you
good to
guys
hear, real
expect me to
Nipster.
remember all this?
Just to the right. Just go to the right. That's all you got to remember.
And then go straight at the next one.
And then go straight. That's it. Glad to hear it, Nipster. That's a big surgery. Hip and knees. Those are the big ones. Glad to hear it was a success. Yeah, that's true. I have a lot of Train Sim World 1 and 2 stuff, Red Alpha, that gets grandfathered in. So it's cool. But I do want the horseshoe curve eventually, so I'm gonna have to get it, but I haven't ponied up yet. And to be honest with you, I don't know why, but I have more fun playing this game. I do like the realism feel of Train Sim World though, and the graphics are breathtaking. They are. I mean, the only other game that has that much detail that I've played is Star Citizen. Between the two of them, the details are just astounding. So,
Have you guys touched on the game Trains with the Z?
It's been years. The last version of Trains I played, I think, was maybe the second iteration, like Trains 2.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking.
They changed a lot since then.
Yeah, it was like 10 or 15 years ago. It was. I started with Microsoft Train Sim, like the original,
Yep.
and then
Yeah,
Trains came out, and it was pretty good.
That's a load of crap. That one is. But yeah.
It is now, yeah. Like remember, everything was broken. Like half the scenarios you couldn't complete, but still, it had that idea where it was like, wow, this is amazing. And I got all the sand patch stuff, like the what was it, Maple Leaf Tracks. I bought all their stuff. Like you get them on CD, like you'd order it, and so there was Maple Leaf Tracks, and I'm trying to remember who the other one was. There was the guys that made Cajun Pass and Tehachapi, the Tehachapi Loop. 3D Train Stuff. That was the name of the company. And those guys, I believe 3D Train Stuff is the one that bought out Microsoft Train Sim and turned it into Rail Simulator. Sorry, say again?
Boomer's going to want to move these cordwood cars off this unload track.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, coming into the yard, Arthur.
All right.
Looks like I'm set up for track 3.
Yep.
I didn't get told to do that. I just got told to move them.
But yeah, so
take the break off the first flatbed. Thanks.
yeah, I'm pretty sure 3D Train Stuff became Rail Simulator, which then became the current, like got bought out by Dovetail and became Train Sim, whatever, Train Sim World and Train Sim. Because the original Train Sim is also based on the MSTS engine, and then also or maybe now that I think about it, 3D Train Stuff took over Run 8, and I've tried to play Run 8, but it just wouldn't work. Uh-oh, is my stream down? I think we just lost internet.
It looks like your stream's down.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I
we
hear
hear
you.
you.
Hear you.
Okay, why did it
We're
do
back
that?
up now.
Hold on a second, YouTube. We'll be back. Not sure what happened there, folks, but I'm going to say refresh. Yeah, I'm not sure why that happened, but the stream is back up in full stream. Something happened with Twitch. That wasn't me, because my internet did not stop working during any of that. I was able to do a full-on test. And are you going to do the turntable?
No, I'm going to go back and service this. It needs water.
Oh, okay.
But I figured I would throw the switch for the turntable so I didn't run into the back of your train.
Right. Twitch is being twitchy, eh? I love the Del Norte. What a neat little engine. Whoa. Did you just throw
Yeah.
a switch?
Yeah, the way these are doubled together,
Yeah, it grabbed the wrong one.
you aim at the front one and it throws the back one.
Nope. Yeah, just leave it like that.
Except I need to. No, I'm not even remotely looking at that.
So am I going straight ahead around the loop or what?
Yeah, go to the right, and you're going to go around. When you go to the right, you're going to end up going through a big, big loop.
Okay.
I have the switches so you can go out.
Cool.
Wee, 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 wee. And I'll have some, if you want, JVS, I'll have some empty cars for you if you want to start loading another train.
Other train of what?
I don't know, whatever needs to come up. But I got 6 empties here.
Okay.
These are going to go, let's see. Yep, this way, and then back into the second track. Yep. I wanted to put them on a track that wasn't on the service line.
Yep.
And yeah, I've just been buying cars and more cars and more cars and. Heading on back.
You say so. I can't see a thing.
Oh, yeah, because of the draw distance. I wish they would fix that. It seems like, I don't know. Since it's drawn locally, like it doesn't rely on the server to draw it. It's kind of weird that they do it that way. I don't know. It's kind of strange.
Probably what happened is probably someone just got to fix it and they just keep forgetting about it.
It's possible.
And it's not broke, it's just a cosmetic type of thing. It's not a bug or anything. It's just why they rid it in. So probably waiting until later on to do it or some crap like that.
Yeah, cosmetics are probably low on the bug list fixed, you know. They're like, yeah.
It's not like it's actually breaking the game or anything. It's just annoying.
Right, exactly. Oops. Oh, while you're waiting for the water to fill, Javius, you want to set up track 4 for the rail train?
Sure.
Do we go to the wrong place, do we?
I'm sorry, say again?
Did we go into the wrong place, did we?
What do you mean?
Oh, you said whoops. You went
Oh,
to the
no.
wrong-
No, I just want him to set up. I've got a train with some rails coming up in a couple minutes here, and I'm gonna connect up to that. So I just wanted to make sure it's going into the right siding there.
All right, Anthony, you're set up to come in on track 4,
Okay.
which is empty.
And the empties are on track 2 are available if you want to take them with for the Del Norte.
Yep.
I'm gonna be putting back onto track 3 here, picking up the wood beams. They did drop the number of people down. Did you guys see that?
No.
The max number of players is 16 with a default of 8.
That's been one for ages.
Yeah, I'm not sure when they changed. I think they changed it with the spline update. But that was kind of sad.
Eh,
It didn't matter
16
what
is okay.
said it could play. I've seen streams with people trying to have a lot of people in it, and it flat out doesn't work.
It explodes.
Who knows? They might increase it when they start fixing the areas up. Who knows?
Be nice.
I'm lucky to get like 4 people in mine, so I'm not too fussed right now.
Yeah, it seems like the most we get's like 5 or 6 people. Hi, Rank. All right. Am I far enough back that someone could get through? I should probably push back a little further. How am I doing at that end of the yard? Do I got lots of room, JVS? Before I start going around the corner?
Yeah, I pulled it fairly far forward. I'm protecting your shove.
I noticed they finally fixed up the water.
Two cars.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's got plenty of space. Oh, they fixed the water issues?
Yeah, well, I was a month ago. I just kept saying every time I got on my layout, I kept saying the water increases. Like
Right, it was
regenerates.
increasing instead of decreasing, right.
Yeah. Now it's finally actually starting to go down again. Oh, okay. Oh, yours is going up. Well, this one
Was it?
isn't.
Oh, no.
That's weird. Oh, whatever.
That's annoying. I wish it would go down. All right. Do you need me to turn your engine around on the turntable, Javius?
Yeah. You know, it really doesn't feel like this is filling.
Let me look.
The ball is dropping through the hole, which I don't believe actually matters.
Sure, it's not filled fully already.
No,
Well,
it's going up. It went up.
Did it?
Yep. Did it?
I just don't know what I'm looking at in there. There's a straight line, but it's not going up. Let's see what you.
No, now that you mention it. This might be full all the way.
Check the fuel level in the train.
5.
That's
It's
only
still.
the boiler, not the tender.
The boiler is going down, but like a hundredth of a percent or whatever, or a hundredth of a liter. I think it's full.
Well, let's go to the turntable so I can turn around, come back down this track, and then back into those empties.
You got it. I all aboard. Oh, something happened.
I didn't take it out of reverse.
Another day of cow hauling since 5:30 this morning. Whoa. So like 12 hours? 14 hours? That's some crazy cattle hauling numbers.
Apparently, my train decided to derail going very slow to the outside of the smelter.
Oh, great. How many cars did you get off?
It was only the engine tender.
Okay. Well, that's kind of a bummer.
I went forward to flip a switch. I looked back, and the engine was going sideways down the track.
Hang on, I can't. It's not switching for me.
I thought it was set up correctly.
It's not. When I came through the other time, it went the wrong way.
Hold on.
I got it. Okay, it's set up now. We're gonna have to fix that. 6:30 this morning. Oof. That is a long day of cattle work.
Did they fix the turntables so they don't wander off when you're not looking at them?
I don't. What do you mean, like just by themselves?
Not wander off, but they used to.
Turn on their own.
They wouldn't stay where you left them. You'd come back and it wouldn't be lined up anymore.
Oh, I haven't had that happen. No.
I've had that once on my map.
Brakes. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's the thing that looks like not fun about trucking and doing cows. It's not the actual trucking part. It's the trying to get the cows to obey and to do what you need them to do. Why did it stop? Come on. From all the TV shows I've seen with truckers dealing with cattle on trucks, it's a nightmare. They're not the most well-behaved animals.
We need to modify our livestock haulers with the European moving floors.
Oh, how do those work? Do they kind of like
And
force
they can just turn the moving floor on and push the cows out the back.
So funny. They're like, "Rawr." They go plopping out. Oops. Sorry. Overshot again.
You know, just a little.
It's
just
really
a-
touchy. What the frick?
Just an indexing point. Like as it lines up on a track, if it stops.
I don't know why we're going to the...
And then
You
if
just
you,
got to tap it with your mouse.
Yeah, it's not responding now. It's just going by itself. I'm not doing this.
I've had that before. What you have to do is get off it and get back onto it and go the opposite direction.
Currently, I want to go clockwise. There we go. I've never had to do that before.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
yeah, I always build my railroads with Ys.
Now we know why.
They're just a little too fiddly to be fun.
Yeah. I've had lots of success with them, though, but this is the first time I've had to do that weird stuff where it just...
Because I'm on it.
It just started going by itself. That was really weird.
I mean, it's close. Nope, too far. That's good. Stop right there.
No. Perfect.
Ramming speed.
Ramming speed. Well, don't ram anything, but...
I'll do the fine alignment with the train wheels. Should be set up to go right back down the track I was on.
Yep. Come on down.
Why am I chuffing down so hard?
Chuff, 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 chuff.
Anthony, are you anywhere near the yard?
No.
Okay.
Are you still derailed?
No, I got it back up and running.
Okay. They do need we need a signaling system now. Wouldn't that be great if you could actually get a signaling system that would actually just cooperate? Like it would be like, oh yeah, train coming on track 4, light turns green. In this era, though, they really didn't have that at all.
I had semaphores back then.
Yeah, like the boards.
Where they would just timetable everything.
Yep, and you get the ball, like they hand you the passage saying you're clear, like that little ball, they pass the ball off or whatever. Like a game of train tennis.
Alright, coming back down now.
Wow, you stayed in there for a long time. I'm on my way to the back. Oh, I was getting it for you, Javis.
Oh, all right.
You got a pin and a hook there.
Yep.
Roger that, Glendale. What's your location? Little Eliza, are you out there?
I am here.
What's your current location?
I am just getting to the big overpass by the sawmill.
Okay. You want to wait till he arrives to get to leave, Javius?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
I'll go down to the end of the yard. Wait, but he's kind of close.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, you maybe no, that's you probably. But he's going to have a lot harder time stopping coming down the grade than you would just waiting.
He's got air brakes though.
He does.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do we have? Did I go to the right place? No, I did not.
No reverser, no brake. Did you take brakes off of that train?
Well, I don't know.
No, you did not. I guess I should have asked, did you set brakes on the train?
I got a bunch of cars down here. All right.
Okay. Car brakes are off.
So when do you start setting up a PZB LZB system on here? What is P or ACES? What are those? Those like modern control systems? We still need to have a fuel tanker. How many fuel tankers do you think we need in total?
Maybe 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay.
They're kind of heavy, and it's kind of a lug up to the refinery. You only need one boxcar.
Just one. I'm thinking we need another train engine.
Yeah, like a Cook 280.
Didn't we buy a Shay?
We do have a Shay. It's at the sawmill, and it's used for logs.
All right. All right, so we're doing good so far. Anthony's moving up. He should be here momentarily. Here he comes.
I won't see him until he's right about to run me over.
He'll be coming round the mountain when he comes. Here he
I
comes.
see him, just not his train.
He didn't turn his headlight on. You guys have terrible headlight discipline. Terrible.
I can see the whites of his eyes before I can see the headlights of his train.
Well, that's true. So what's the point? All right, so go ahead and stop. When you get to near the end, you're going to stop. What's up, Grace Farm? That's about good. And I'm going to have you go ahead and take this engine back to the... Hang on, let me... It's not... For some reason, I'm not... Come on, disconnect. Go ahead and take this engine on back to the starting yard. First, I don't think... First stream cache. No. And there's three flatbeds and a... what's the other car? There's a box car there. We're going to bring those on back here. So go ahead and get turned around and head back. Do you need help? You got it?
I should have it.
All right. I was going to say I can throw the switch for you too if you need.
I'm headed out to the sawmill again.
All right.
You want another load of beams for the coal mine?
I don't think we'll need them. So if you want to start bringing stuff over that the sawmill needs, or that that the industry needs, you can do that.
Okay.
I love Longmire. We just finished it. The last episode a couple days ago.
Just finished season 2 of Clarkson's Farm.
I have not started that yet. Is it good?
It's entertaining. Is it good TV? I don't know.
I love Clark. I liked it. I thought it was good.
If you like Clarkson on Top Gear or the Grand Tour, it's he's the same.
Very true. Yep, I love Longmire. I was sad that didn't make another season. I guess it didn't do well, so they decided to end it. They did a good job ending it, though. I think you'll approve. I have not read the books. I just got a switch going the wrong way. Oh, for frig's sake. Okay, I'm done with this. And we're going to put in that. Okay. 35, first 4 volumes. Can you get them on digital format? Because I always read on my iPad. It's probably terrible for my vision, but I don't read actual books anymore. Because otherwise I have to have the light on, and it bothers everybody trying to sleep. Plus, I always fall asleep while I'm reading, and I don't want to be bothered trying to figure out where the lamp is. Oh, stop. No, I'm still waiting for the offer. I spoke to Susan, the director, today. She's still putting it together. She's like, I'll have it for you soon, I promise. I'm sorry. Like, hurry up. I need work. I need money. So, not yet. I would hope by the beginning of next week, but the sooner the better. Stop! What the frick? I'm not sure what happened there. Oh my God. This is not going well. Things are falling apart. All right. It's because my mouse sensitivity is so weird on this game. I don't know what happened, but for some reason, this game in My Summer Car just like wigged my mouse out. And so when I play it, even when I turn the sensitivity like all the way down, I pulled that down all the way. What the frick?
Didn't Solarian Trucker also mess with your mouse sensitivity?
That's where it started. I don't know if there's a problem with Razer or what, but I've been very unhappy with my mouse as of late, and I've never had trouble with it. But one of these like, low budget games messed my mouse up, and since then, I've been having trouble. I don't have any trouble on the desktop. It's just when I'm in games. Where's the sensitivity? Now,
I have a cheap Corsair mouse that I had bought, and I couldn't use it. It just like zipped across the screen way too fast. And I found it's got adjustable DPI.
yeah, I'm sure that's what's happening with this. But I don't want it.
And it's like a center button below the scroll wheel. And when I started playing around with that, I finally found
Oh, maybe that's it.
settings that would work for me.
That's not it. 1800, I think, is where I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm using is the Death Adder. I think it's a V2. Let's see. Death Adder Elite.
We only need 4 beams.
Okay, that's better. What you just said, Javius, I was able to make it change, and it's
Good.
now it's not sensitive enough. Okay. Jeepers criminy.
You can never win.
I know. It's either too much or not enough. Okay. I just need to get over on the other track. Jeepers criminy. I don't really want to be bopping the train around. There we go.
These telegraph shacks are
A godsend?
yes. Because I was just able to visit all the industries to see what products they need so I can haul the
Yep.
right thing to the right place.
Yep.
Once.
Do you want to kind of direct stuff to people, like give them once they're done with their jobs?
I guess. There's not a lot of wood products that need done up there, and that's the only thing I really looked at.
That's where is that at the iron mine?
I looked at the refinery, oil field, and iron works to see
Okay.
what wood products they need.
Okay.
'Cause that's the train I'm on.
Oh, Grace Farm left. I want to tell my wife says that my daughter looks like Jacob Night Horse. Only he would get that reference. Boom. Those cars are a long way back. I'm not sure if this train will make it up the hill. We'll have to see.
If you're worried about it, leave some rails down there in the yard, because you don't need that many rails up there.
Right. I don't know.
If you were taking an even train, like to consume the same,
Well, this kind of should fill it up, except for it'll be a little bit less. That'll fill the rails up all the way, and it's a little bit less on the I think 1 or 2 cars on the. I think I need 10 cars to fill it up, and I have 8.
yeah, see, I don't ever think about filling that industry up, the coal mine. I plan it so that I take enough that everything gets consumed
Okay.
and zeroes out.
Hello, Mr. Trumpet.
So I take 1 car of rails, which is 10,
Okay.
and then I take 6 full cars of beams and 1 car with only 2 beams on it. And that's the exact ratio to produce coal. Everything gets consumed, everything fits.
Okay. I need to check all of these cars. 0, 0. Just double checking all the brakes, so I'm not fighting anybody going up the hill. There's that. There's that. That. 0, 0, 0, 0. So far, so good. 0. And there's another one. And I think that's the last one. It's been an interesting day, CD Trumpet. I've told other people, too. I'm working on that video when I got to go down to Take Flight, Ohio, and come to find out that I'm having an issue reading one of the cards. It's an issue with the camera. I'm not the only person that has it, but they're like, try your card reader. Well, I've been having trouble with my card reader. I'm like, well, I might as well try it. I tried the card reader, and it deleted all my footage off of that card. So I'm missing 2 or 3, not integral to the video, but like pretty important clips of video stuff. Like my son was doing like close-ups of the things that we're doing with our hands and stuff, and all that's missing. So I'm gonna have to go to the store tomorrow and get a new card reader, and hopefully I'll be able to get that footage off there using a data recovery tool. I'd say it's a 50-50 chance right now that I'd be able to get that stuff off, but that was a little frustrating. Other than that, though, it's been a great day. But I hate losing. And like I said, it's not integral to the video. I can still make the video without those clips, but I know they're doing coal firing in the game. Yeah, like instead of having to go to each car, right? Well, they might have both kinds of cars too. Like if you have a smaller, older train, do hand braking and. And Anthony, once you get that train assembled and on its way back, if you want to just head out to the industries and start distributing pipes, and I think we also have a lot of toolboxes that can be delivered wherever those go. I'm not sure. Don't forget to join my company, guys, when delivering stuff.
Tools go from ironworks to the oil field.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm at the right. I know, right? There's going to be some cool updates. We need to go to the right here, I think. No.
Yes. Yeah, because you have to go around.
This is the second right, though, right? No, first right.
You have to go around the ironworks.
Yep. I thought that was the one that goes out to the oil field, but it doesn't. Pardon me. We'll see if this makes it up the hill. It's going to be close.
I'm loaded up and heading out of the sawmill back for the main yard.
Oh, glad to hear it, CD Trumpet. Oh no, we do this every Tuesday night, and I've been doing it. I don't want to say religiously, but we've been playing this game pretty much for over a year now. And I got a lot of videos on my YouTube channel with it and stuff, and I know Kerbo is one of my friends. I've known Kerbo for years, and he's got I would say the bigger channel for sure. But he hasn't popped in here in a while, but he's always on the YouTube stuff. Yeah, there you go, CD Trumpet. Dev research. We would love to have signs that we could put in at the junction so we could all remember what's what and what goes where. That would be my big ask. Where does the switch go?
Those signs were all modeled, and then the developer that modeled them left.
So that we were close.
Forced out or whatever, but those are actually going to be in the game.
One of these times, we'll get there. Good. That's good to know.
Just maybe not in this century.
No, it seems like they're moving along at a pretty good pace now.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can make it up the hill with this thing. I don't know. If I get stuck, I'll wait till somebody comes back to the yard and I'll have you join me and push.
I'm out of the yard right now.
Are you? Come on through to the factories and start. I think pipes are built, and like I said, I think tools are built too. So if you want to start delivering those out to wherever they go. Yeah, I think the Climax will make it. Maybe. I don't know. I've had it stall out though. All right, you need to boost it up a little bit. 67%. Almost the whole train is on the incline now. Oh no. Come on. Oh, we're losing speed. Kicking the sander on. Oh. Oh no. Wah, wah.
Put her at 90.
Can I do 90? No, she's going backwards now. It's a 5 grade. It's a pretty steep grade. All right. I've got the brakes all the way on. I'm going to have to throw a couple brakes on cars too because we're going to start sliding backwards. Oh, no. I fell out. Shiz. And, of course, this is where I built the non-walkway rail. This would help. Oh, no, I got walkways.
Just cut the rail cars. Ride them back down somewhere you could leave them.
I'll just leave them on the grade.
and then take the rest up there.
Yeah, I'll have to do it in segments. Unless Anthony, do you want to help push?
I can push from behind.
All right. Track should be set if you just come straight out from the yard out here.
Yep.
I am approaching the yard.
I'm going to check. I can't remember if I turned... I think I turned the throttle off, but I need to open the cylinder cocks. It's a pretty steep grade. I made it in mind with being able to pull up a train, but without not including these extra cars. So if I turn the oh god. Okay. Oh god. There she blows. Okay, we're heading back. Watch out, I'm coming backwards, so. Oh, it's so hard to get back on the. Ow. Oh well, that's okay. We'll just let it slide back a little bit, and then we'll start pushing again. We'll get a running start. So now we know the answer. No, it cannot pull all these up.
This is very dangerous as a client.
Oh, because you can't see where the train is? I got on the wrong side. I keep getting off on the... All right. Where are you currently?
I see you're running.
I think I hear your engine. Okay, there it is. Yep. With this engine, we should have enough power to get up the hill. Little Eliza. For those of you who don't know who Eliza is, she's my baby. One of my many children. Number 9. Actually, I should have made the... Did I make the engine number 9?
No, it's 23.
I should have done number 9. I don't know why I didn't think to make it number 9. I think we have another engine numbered number 9 already, though. You know what we should do?
You're just thinking in your head when she's that age, you're still going to be playing this game.
I know. I hope so. And possibly Star Citizen by then, too. Maybe.
I'll be in my grave by the time that game comes to full release.
I might be, too. My kids know my passwords. So, son, someday you'll get to play this game. When we get wealthy off of all these sales of products, what we should do is, I'll get you hooked up. We should buy like a Climax or a Heisler and just have it parked like right here, so we can just grab it if we need a helper. Like it'll just be right here to help. Kind of like they do at Sandpatch. All right, so you're going to go ahead and put your brake on full, and I'm going to release the brakes here, and you might even want to give it a little bit of throttle. That's all. Yeah, I'm trying to think if my grandpa would have loved it. My grandpa liked trains. I don't know that he loved trains. I was always the big train person in my family. But my sons love this game. I'm trying to get Mark to play it. He was going to join last week, but I think something came up this week. So, all right, letting her rip. I'm at 77, 80, sander on, and off we go. Yeah, I don't know how I became a huge rail fan because I didn't, like, my grandpa wasn't. And I didn't, my parents were divorced when I was little, so my dad wasn't like involved in that at all. And so it was just me and my mom basically and my grandpa. But for some reason, I always loved trains from the time I was a little kid to grow. And machines in general. I mean, you know, maybe we grew up by a railroad track and there was a big trestle, so maybe that kind of caught my imagination. I'm not sure exactly why I liked it so much, but I did. Wow, we are really still struggling here. Are you what are you on? Are you full throttle?
I'm full throttle.
Sander kicked on?
I don't need sander, I have grip.
You got grip? Okay. I'm putting it on just in case. We're not stopping, so that's good. But we're not really going either, are we?
Just made sure my tender brake wasn't on.
You just love that. You think, oh yeah, I'm not moving, but you look at the tender brake, and that's not on. What's going on? And you gotta think, did I leave any of the carriages on?
But I do remember going, like, as a kid, like seeing the chassis system. Like, back then, you know, we had cabooses and stuff, and those were always cool. And then one day, I remember one thing that was really cool. My friend Todd and I were walking home from school. And, of course, this would never happen nowadays. We're going to stall. They were switching cars by my house. There was a little side yard in Rocky River that went to like a couple different little factories there. And the guy that was driving the train let us. This was Norfolk and Western that this happened. He let us get in the cab of the. Go ahead and shut your throttle down. And what we're going to do is I'm going
a ton of lag right now.
Okay.
I'm currently riding my tender going down the hill.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I am pre CSX. That is correct. Yeah, and so yeah, I'll be 50 this year. So I'm turning the regulator off.
I keep teleporting between my tender and my engine.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that wasn't good. All right, we're going down the hill. Not really on purpose, but it's happening. I got the first 6 cars with brakes.
I think I'm
Yep.
back.
Yeah, so I remember seeing the chassis system engines as a kid. They were cool because they were really colorful. You know, you had all the different colors and.
Oh God.
Yeah, I rode when I rode Amtrak. It was still an F7. All right. So, what are we gonna do? I think JVS is right. I'm gonna cut these cars and let's see what happens.
I'm holding the train back. with
You're
my
still holding the train back,
rag.
even with all the brakes on. Wow. Hey, Pop's Place.
I was never a big fan of the chassis rainbow paint.
I loved it with the cat and stuff, but that's because I was a kid. I was like, ooh, you know, pretty cool stuff.
The chassis ran right behind my grandparents' house in Ohio.
So anyway, this guy that was Norfolk and Southern or Norfolk and Western engine at the time. It was not the Norfolk and Southern. Now infamous thanks to East Palestine. he let us ride on the train, and so we got to switch cars around for a little bit with him and his crew, and it was really cool. All right, take the brakes off now, Anthony, and let's see if we can just roll those iron cars back. And then I'm gonna die here. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Yep. Yeah, here in Cleveland we had, or in Cleveland, I'm not in Cleveland anymore, but we had both Norfolk and Western and Chassis System and Conrail, all three of them, pretty much running through town, all competing. And okay, so I'm gonna put that on. Oh God.
So pre-Conrail, you would have also had New York Central, Pennsylvania, and Baltimore and Ohio.
I'm trying to remember.
Along with Norfolk and Western and Chesapeake and Ohio.
But those were not in my area. You'd see a Penzi engine once in a while. Even New York Central once in a while, but they were really rare. Like it was
when the New York Central tried the jet-powered RDC, it was in Northern Ohio is where they tested it.
Oh, was it?
They had 2 war surplus jet engines bolted on the top of a rail diesel car. It didn't work very well. It was fast. As long as you were going straight and level.
This is not going to work. Oh no, Gwen, that means it's going to be hitting us soon. I heard that we're going to have snow by the end of the week.
Why does your stream
What's that?
freezing for me?
Snow. Yes, the Australian. You see snow occasionally, don't you?
Not where I live.
No, not too
I've
long.
never seen snow in real life, never.
Now, if you don't mind, where do you live? Just out of curiosity.
South Australia.
So it's in the south, okay?
Adelaide, South Australia.
Okay.
We do get snow up in the hills, but in the actual suburbs of our cities, we don't get no snow in anywhere in our country.
Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm coming down the mountain. I don't want to come down the mountain, but I'm coming down the mountain. So under brakes. Okay, now see if we can get this train reversed and going the other way.
Are you guys still up on the line, or is anybody down in the ironworks?
We are up. I'm up. I don't know where Anthony went.
I just coasted back down the hill. I don't know what you want me to do now.
If you could drop the rail cars and then come help me push again.
Got it.
Tweetsy number 5. That would be nice. I don't have one of those yet. The Cook 280s. Those things are pretty cool. It's hitting the... Okay, so we're going to get pounded overnight. So I'll get pounded tomorrow morning then, it sounds like. Great. Well, just when I need to go out.
I'm trying to come in and unload at the ironworks.
You should be okay. Just beware there's going to be 3 rail cars. Okay, it's one of the engines they've announced, but it's not in the game yet. Okay. Yeah, I hear the other engine down there.
CD Trumpet did offer some help.
Yeah, if you want to join, you're welcome to it. That's what we do. It's open, so.
Anthony's shoving back towards my train.
I'll go on the other track then.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Red Alpha. That sucks. Maybe you feel drowsy because of the barometric pressure change. It does that to me. I always feel like super like lagged.
Okay. I'm sending you off to the right towards the oil field or the oil refinery.
No, send him up here.
No, I'm just setting
I
up
need
the
to drop
cars
the
back
cars.
there.
All right, so so the climax really is not able to pull 2 climaxes maybe.
All right, that's good.
So from the smelter, where would one go to get firewood?
You need to get firewood. Like you're running out of what do you call it? The Yeah, come on in, CD Trumpet. So it's did you get into the Discord information's down below the video, so you can get on Discord there. And then the climax is underwhelming. Oh God. Oh, anyway, and the password, the name of the game is Arthur's YouTube, and the password is Toot. I am in the Columbus region. Columbus, Ohio is where we have it set for. So that's hilarious.
Thank you, Anthony.
We need more loco power. He'll be coming around the mountain when he comes. All right, between you and me, we should be able to get this slug up the hill.
You're about to get with the rails.
I don't think the Del Norte has got the guts to move those.
Yeah, I'm positive it doesn't. Boop. There we go, linked up. So, CD Trumpet, if you want to help, I'm trying to think if there's any other. We're kind of out of engines, but if you want to either service there's a shay by the sawmill that can be used.
That might. I've pulled a lot of wood out of there. It might need some logs dumped in the pond.
Yeah, if you want to put logs in the pond or whatever, that'd be good. Okay, I think all the brakes are off. What is the extender? All right, go ahead and give her the beans.
Beans are being given.
Yep. As long as we can give beans and it starts moving, then we are I don't know what the extender is. Within 10 minutes or so we'll be moving.
He's talking about Railroads Online Extended.
Oh, okay.
Would be my guess.
Come on. Nope. Oh, crap. I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Forget you have your brake on.
No, I broke loose. I got to get it back under control. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I didn't have the brakes off either. That was my fault. Oh, that's cool. That would be nice. Yes, the Shay is going to be at the logging camp. And that is, or actually it's the other way. Shay is down at the sawmill. Okay, so where were we? Boomer, you needed wood, right?
I don't need it just yet, but I'm just one of these people that like to keep the firewood stocked up. But I've got about half a load still, but yeah.
So once you're done doing your next load, drop everything off at the smelter. I have to remember what all the names are. and bring your loco on up to the classification yard that we have kind of in the middle of the map, and you'll find a service station there.
Okay.
So finish the run that you're on, and then. So there we go. Shouldn't need the sander anymore.
Oh, so you finally made it up the hill, have we?
We did. We did. I'm going to have to come back down and get the rails and bring those up. Yeah, so if you could just push me up to the top, Anthony, and then you can head back down. Once we get over the crest, I should be okay.
Alright. Should I back down? Or sort of up here?
Yeah, just back down. And then go ahead and start, if you want to start doing pipes and tools. All right, thanks, CD. Exactly. Yeah, because there's also the stream delay, so that's never a fun thing. It's weird that it made you wait 10 minutes. That's odd. I don't know if anyone has the keys to do that. I'm not familiar enough with Discord on how to change that, but yeah, I think Feared is the only one. I haven't seen Feared in a while. He stops in here and there, but no, I texted her today, and because I told you guys I would. I've been waiting to hear from the director, as you guys know, of the job that I applied for, and she, I texted her and just said, "Hey, what's going on? Just wanted to see how things were going," and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm working on your offer. I'll get it to you soon." So, but kind of nebulous, and it probably will be a couple days. They're really busy. So, but everything is still good as far as I know. So, oh my gosh. All right, you can drop me off here.
Stop that yawning. That catches.
I know. Sorry, it's been a day. JC Barisi. 5 players, no popcorn. I gotta be careful here too. Are you able to approve CD Trumpet so he doesn't have to do the wait time? That'd be great if you could, JC. Yeah, that would be swell.
Anthony, I'm going to be shoving through the diamond at the bottom of the hill. Are you close to the bottom?
Not at all.
Okay. Let you know when I'm clear.
Clear. Okay. One thing I wish we could do is like this mess that I made here. I wish we could throw things that can't be set down because of the ground. Throw them down anyway, so we can make this look more like a trestle rather than a bunch of the same track stacked on itself over and over again. Because that's a mess.
Well, stop looking down.
I can't just. You can see it from the whole valley.
I'm clear, Anthony.
All right, I'm in. Made it.
Welcome.
On everybody.
Mr. Trumpet
Ready?
is here. Yep, so I hail back from the Conrail days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 27, so
Okay,
I
there you
never
go.
knew a world without Amtrak or
Right?
CSX or all of the bad railroads, you know?
Right.
Do you guys
But-
get trains other than CSX around you?
No, it used to be Pan Am where I live, but they just got bought out. And that
Oh.
was actually the only time that a Class 1 buying a Class 2 was a good thing.
Oh, so they were a
Because-
pretty bad railroad, huh?
Pan Am was probably... Pan Am was like the Class 1s, but somehow worse. Like, kind of the brainchild of like Timothy Mellon, and like they never fixed their track. Like they had like horrible work conditions and whatnot.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so through my backyard is an old nickel plate line that got bought out by the Wheeling and Lake Erie. So it is a short line railroad that runs, they got several hundred miles of track. They run from, well, obviously Wheeling to Lake Erie. And they have some other routes though too. They kind of have a system basically, and that includes the line through my backyard, which is a stub of the Akron, Canton, and Youngstown branch, is what it's called. And like I said, it used to be nickel plate. Now it's Wheeling and Lake Erie, but they use Denver and Rio Grande SD45s. Occasionally, even tunnel, like you'll see the old tunnel motors. I don't know if you remember those.
Oh yeah, no, I know the tunnel motors.
Yep.
Those were on like the Bessemer for a while, weren't they?
Yep.
Are they different tunnel motors that were shipped to a different railroad?
I'm not sure. They still had the original. In fact, the Wheeling and Lake Erie just kept the Rio Grande paint scheme. So
Oh wow.
they buy a lot of engines from them, and they're mostly, they say Wheeling and Lake Erie on them, but they have the Denver and Rio Grande colors. That way they don't
That's
have
cool.
to paint the front of the engines and the back of the engines. They just change all the branding. It's pretty funny.
That's kind of what this Brazilian railroad did when they got a bunch of Rio Grande SD40s, except they run on 3-foot 2-inch gauge.
Oh,
So
weird.
They had to squish an SD40 into narrow gauge.
Oh, that's
so they gave it two sets of 2-axle trucks per like bogey.
Okay.
Instead of bogey isn't the right word, but wheel well, I guess.
It is in Australia.
Yeah.
No, and I know exactly. We call them bogies too. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
per
Like a
truck or whatever.
collection
Yeah.
of wheels, yeah. But yeah, they're really funky looking.
That would be funny because they're real narrow. The wheels are real narrow. Hey Gwen, so East Palestine. It bothers me the heck. It's in my head. I want to say Palestine because that's how you pronounce
Right.
Palestine. East Palestine, Ohio, which I don't know why they called it that, but everything else in Ohio has hard eyes. Is about 60 miles south. And hasn't. You know, I don't tend to be a conspiracy theorist. It hasn't affected us at all. We are far enough away that the water flows the opposite direction and the wind blows the opposite direction. So basically, the people that got skunked were people that were along the Ohio River and West Virginia, Pennsylvania, maybe New York, because it all blew that way. So it's like the opposite of the way the wind blows here. And pretty much always, like we don't ever have the wind blowing from that direction. So, and then the watershed is separate. We get all of our water from Lake Erie. They get all of their water from the Ohio River. So it's very low chances that any of that stuff came this far here. So
That's good.
I am not complaining. However, I don't know if you guys saw this in the news, but yesterday a steel plant exploded in Cleveland, or in Bedford, Ohio, which is kind of near. Hey, have a good night. Have a good night, Cameo. And so that was a little bit frightening too. I think it killed one person, and like 15 or 16 other people were injured. But yeah, just out of nowhere, the steel plant exploded. Lovely.
Jesus.
I know, like what the heck?
You know what's like this is like not anything close to an industrial accident, but you know, last night my building caught on fire. Like my apartment building.
What?
And it's like an old factory. It was an old paper mill.
Oh, okay.
Right? So like there was a moment where I was worried, you know, like it's like, oh, this is an old building. I hope it's up to code, and you know, but everything was all right. Nobody got hurt and everything.
Well, that's
but
good. Yeah,
Well,
that's
it has
freaky.
enough asbestos in it to keep fire out.
right. Great. It works, but it'll kill you.
Only
Okay,
if
so
you disturb it.
Right.
I
Now-
loaded up the logs, but the log pond is like basically full. What do you want me to do with them?
Okay, so if they're loaded up, I guess just and you can't dump them. Park them in the siding there, and then as we need them, we'll grab them. And then I'm not sure what else do we need the Shay to do. I mean, if you wanna, yeah, the Shay's not going to be able to pull those iron cars, I don't think.
Nope.
I've got the rail cars that need to come up here, but I don't think it has enough power to do that.
Yeah, not this Shay. But
If you want to help, I mean, I could definitely use help on my train.
yeah, I can come help you.
Okay. So just park it back, and then when you're ready, come on up, and we'll continue doing our maneuvers.
So I actually have a question for you. So a few of the developers have been kind of going around into different Twitch streams and just like checking them out, offering help, you know, spawning in locomotives and whatnot.
Oh my
And,
gosh.
I was just wondering if anyone else had like come like and visited the
No.
stream.
Mm-mm.
Nice, I'm the first.
Yep.
Awesome.
You're like, yes. Yeah, and I don't stream this every night. That's maybe one of the reasons why. Like other people are doing it all the time. I do. Tuesday night is our train night. So
Who goes in and visits other people's streams?
It's mostly the researchers, myself, a guy named Millsy, and Ant, and then there's a modeler named Fox, but he also goes by Kitsune. He's the one who made the 45-degree crossover, and and I think he also made the Iron Mine like way back in the day. But yeah, the four of us kind of just like we have a channel in our chat where we're just kind of like, oh, this server, like everybody like come here and watch this streamer, they're cool.
Oh, that's
You know,
cool.
They're streaming Railroads Online.
I didn't
like,
know
we
there
love
was
to see
anybody other than Kume working on it.
Nope, there's about 9 or 10 of us, I think.
that's really cool.
I actually don't know the number off the top of my head.
Are they? And are you guys with Playway then, or not Playway? What's the name of the
Astragon?
company?
We're not with Astragon.
Astragon,
they're
thank
the
you, yeah.
Publishers. So what
Okay.
Astragon does is they do all of like the social media stuff, and like they have the resources to get us more people like coders.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So they are an invaluable asset to this game, and like they're doing a pretty good job, you know. But yeah, no, we're all just like, we have like our team that works on like the content, and then there's them who work on like the marketing and social media. And,
Okay.
like they have like, you know, the resources like to allocate. If like we're like, hey, we need an extra texture, or we're like backed up, they can help us. You know, stuff like that.
Is it all right when I release this on YouTube if I mention you join us?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
I don't
it's
want to
alright.
do any violations or anything like that. Like, oh no.
No, yeah, and I'm under NDA, so I can't say anything like.
Sure,
about the
sure.
game. Like I basically can't like release secrets or, you know, but how it works is not under NDA, you know.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
Is that you jumping around here? I don't see a name.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm hopping and popping, you know.
All right, I'm going to pull through, and we're going to hopefully dump these off, and then I'll leave the cars up here, the coal cars, and we'll attempt to get back down the mountain without crashing.
All right. I'll join your company. You're, which one are you?
I'm going to be V Blue Guitar.
I don't
Or
see it.
it'd be a DR, it would be Yasta DR1.
Okay.
Yasta 11, yeah.
I'm headed toward the diamond, Anthony.
Sorry, I was thinking the same thing. Which one are you? But after a while, I worked it out.
Yeah, it's my Steam name, so I don't know why I put it like that. Years ago, I mean, obviously I like airplanes too, so it's the DR1 is the airplane that the Red Baron flew, and then the Yasta 11 is his flight group. So that's why I named the account that, but it's like I should have just called it like V Blue Guitar or something. Maybe V Blue Guitar was taken.
Wait for a second.
Sorry, I'm going too fast. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's only 3 beams.
It got picking up speed here. I did not get the airplane sim video out. Actually, there was a little foobar with that, JC. So I had an issue where I was pulling my card reader broke last month, and I haven't really had any photo jobs recently. So, all right, we're gonna head down the hill and see if we don't like crash down. And so I was plugging my camera in to get the files off. Well, I'm having an issue where some of these are larger files, and the computer sees them as a 0 file size, so they won't copy. So I can't get them off the camera. So I'm reading online, and they're like, well, in order to do that, you have to use a card reader. Like, okay, so I got my card reader back out, and I plugged it in, and it came on like it normally did, and I plugged the SD card in, and it erased my card. So I'm going to have to go get a new card reader. I use a program called Recuva. I'd say about 70% of the time I'm able to recover files when that kind of stuff happens. So I am positive. No, I'm not positive. I'm partially positive that I'll be able to get those files back. It's only 4 files. They're not integral to the video. I can release the video without those 4. It's just they were the cool shots. Like Mark was filming my hands, like operating the controls, switching buttons, raising landing gear, stuff like that. And so, unfortunately, those are gone unless I can recover them. So I'm going to make an effort tomorrow to do that. But it took me a good 2 or 3 hours to get all the footage onto my computer and get it organized in the timeline so that it's, you know, all lined up. So I would say probably in the next 3 or 4 days I'll have it done. But so far so good. I'm probably going to do 2 different versions because I'll do the whole flight one because we spent like 2 hours, so it'll be like a 2.5 hour video, and then the other version will be a very slimmed down, like just kind of getting to the nitty gritty of what we did. That way, for those of you that want to see the whole thing, can see the whole thing. Those of you that want to just see the like takeoff and landing and how it looked and all that stuff, then I'll make a more like a half an hour one. So. Yeah, I do too, JC, because they were cool, like over the shoulder, looking out the window and stuff like that. Like it was neat. So it was fun watching the video, though. And like, kind of, I want to go back. Like, I definitely want to go back and do it again. It was really cool. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I had the opportunity to go to Take Flight, Ohio, which is in Columbus, and it is a full cockpit commercial airliner simulator. So, and one of the things that I forgot about there is they have a full, whereas a lot of places use like 3 separate screens, they got it in, somehow they figured out how to blend it into one screen. And they have 3 separate cameras, but the guy got it all lined up so you can't tell where the cameras overlap. It's really cool. It was quite a neat situation. Oh, here comes the wife. We're in trouble. No, you
got
move.
26 minutes before pizza.
What'd you say?
26 minutes before you got to order pizza.
Yeah, don't let me forget. I'll order pizza and then we'll stream until the pizza guy gets here. What's up, unicorn? Hi, cutie. My wife is running around in unicorn pajamas and mooing at the dogs.
Nice.
Right, okay.
Hey, blue guitar, pick a number between 1 and 5.
Let's say 3.
All right. There was absolutely no reason for that, and I will explain no further.
Great. It's like all right, stop. Behave yourself. It's like the Monty Python skit where the every time the guy says something, he writes something down. He's like, "Hey, what are you writing down?" He's like, and he writes something else down.
We're back. Time for lunch for me.
Oh, so okay. We'll see you. Have a good lunch. We'll be here.
No problem. We're back.
This train isn't going by spawn, is it?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Is this train going by the spawn?
Going by the what?
Like the spawn area?
No.
Okay.
But I do have a. If you go to there's a freight depot. Bye. If you go to the freight depot, there should be a teleporter.
Oh yeah, no, I was just asking for my my sus reason.
Okay.
as your chat said.
Yes, my wife.
Percy thinks I'm crazy.
I think everyone thinks you're crazy.
Cool.
Who, me or your wife?
My wife.
Nobody thinks I'm crazy. Everyone thinks I'm perfectly normal.
I don't know about perfectly normal.
No, everybody thinks I'm perfectly normal. See, JC said, yep.
She's perfectly normal, huh? Yeah, and Jay Wass says you're cool. Nothing wrong with being eccentric. That's right.
I'm not eccentric. I'm normal.
Oh, I thought she was British.
Yeah. Yes, she is. Let's see. Doesn't sound says haven't been Mickey D's in forever. I don't know. We've had so many bad experiences at McDonald's. I don't go anymore. I always like the fries.
McDonald's.
Oof. They haven't helped themselves. And then now their burgers are literally like, I mean, they're smaller than my mouse, that's for sure. It's like, what is this? All right, so we're going to have to go up the hill one more time because I need to take those beams up, or the rails up. So for anybody that needs them, I am heading back to the yard, and I'm bringing back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 empty, what do you call them? The post cars.
I'd bring raw iron to the ironworks, but we don't have anything with the guts to get it out of the valley.
Oh, the Glendale should be able to do it.
Oh, Anthony's busy with it.
I mean, the 48 would be good for it too.
Oh,
Boomer went to lunch.
Yes, that's true.
He's got the Class 48, your least favorite engine.
No, you're driving my
What?
least favorite engine.
Oh, you don't like the Climax?
No.
Oh, I like the Climax.
Why not? Why don't you like the climax? It's okay. I'm being half facetious, but
Yeah, why don't you like it? I want to know why too.
It has to do with somebody putting nitrous on a sewing machine.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. It is somewhat like that. I mean, I do agree. It's pretty.
Yeah, I
Now
mean,
what-
It's
cylinder
neat
stroke is shorter.
Pulling heavy loads up steep hills, which you just proved it's not that great at.
Right.
Well, that was an absurdly heavy load.
It was a
what
big
that,
load.
like,
Yeah, it's
20 cars.
not the
This thing
standard
only
load.
has, like 19,000 or 20,000 pounds of tractive effort.
And like 70,000 pounds of product.
I'm loading up another 5 of beams to bring to the yard for up there.
Okay. Oh, and there are our rail cars right there waiting for us.
Oh, are we bringing those back up?
They need to go up to the mine. We'll drop these off at the yard first though. And then come back.
Righto. I hope I'm proving useful, like, and it's not like, oh, what's this guy doing? He's just standing around.
Right. Well, there's not this part. There's not a lot to do. You can be my brake man.
Nice. But yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions about Railroads Online, if I'm allowed to answer them, I'll gladly do so. Or if there's like clarification on things that like are already confirmed to be coming.
Are we getting reverb back on the whistles?
Please.
That's a weird thing that keeps happening with some of the updates where the reverb goes away. It's never supposed to go away, but sometimes it just like, I don't know whether it's like a tick box or like, or what, but yes, we will be. I'm a musician by trade and I love the reverb, you know, so it's, if anyone vouches for the reverb, I'll definitely do it, you know?
Right. Now, hang on. Our stream went down, so let me get that started again. I've been having some issues with Twitch tonight.
Yeah, I kept hitting the reconnect, and it wasn't showing the stream.
Yep, it's coming back up now.
Oh, what a nice boxcar.
What I think we could do,
if
if you could, CD Trumpet, if you could be behind me, if you could throw the switch so that we head back towards the yard, which is going to be left. All switches should be left, I think, is how that's going to work.
Right.
You mean correct?
We're gonna yeah. That was a good one. You got me.
Nerd humor. Oh boy.
Alright, 2 switches are set to the left. A good shove back.
Thank you. So what instruments do you play?
I play the trumpet. I play the bass trumpet, which not a lot of people know about. It's like a trumpet, but bigger and lower. I play the bass guitar, I play piano, and I also sing.
Okay.
And I also do a lot of composing and arranging, as like kind of actually that paid more last year than performing did, which was kind of a shock. But
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah. And I make like my own records, so I do production as well. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff. But
Oh, that's really
trumpet
cool.
is my main thing. Trumpet and singing, really.
Okay. So you're kind of an all-around musician. We have a guy at our church that's like that. He plays everything, and he plays them all really well. It's embarrassing. I play guitar, and I play it pretty well, but other instruments. Bass I can play, obviously, because it's, rooted in guitar, but that's it. I do a little bit of keyboards, and basically, if I have to record something complex, I record the left hand first, then I go back and record the right hand.
That's what I do.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm not the only one. Yay.
I'm piano is probably my worst of all of the instruments.
Yep.
I never could play complicated things.
No.
But I mean the thing with bass, is bass like since I never played guitar and I've only played bass, I find there's actually like quite a difference in playing the two, you know, because some people kind of look at bass as like, you know, a rhythm guitar just an octave down, but it's kind of like far more than that. Like you need your own like kind of sense of rhythm, like almost like a
It's a
drum.
rhythm instrument. It's not.
Yeah.
It plays with the drums. Like you work with the drummer for the groove. You know, a good
Yeah,
bass
I
player
mean-
does anyway.
Right, yeah. And I mean, even better than like kind of following a drummer is playing something that a drummer can immediately latch onto and play along with you too.
Okay.
You know, because if you had music that was sans drums, the low end is what drives the rhythm. You know.
Right.
And that's like a really kind of important thing for playing bass. Like all the best bass players like have like this kind of mix of harmonic, melodic, and rhythmic knowledge that like
Yes.
you don't find in instruments like the trumpet in a lot of cases, you know?
Right.
That's why I love it though. It's like very different from
It probably stretches you a bit too. Yeah, like kind of makes you think outside the box.
I remember when I was a kid in like 4th grade band, I was like listening across the band to listen to the trombones, like the bari sax, euphoniums, like all of that stuff, because I thought like what their parts were doing was far more interesting than the melody, you know?
Right.
And I ended up like asking my band teacher for the sheet music for the entire band, and that was kind of what like each part and like the score and everything, and that was kind of my first foray into composition, was like just kind
thanks,
of
JC.
like studying 4th grade band scores. But
Oh, that's cool though. Hermione, my dog just broke in again. No matter what I do, she gets through she's an escape artist. Hey, so on coming up ahead, we have like a engine tender area. I want to go on the second track to the right of it, so we label them from going straight back as track 1, and then track 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 is the closest to the telegraph building. If you could put us on 2, so that'd be the second track to our right.
track 2, understood.
All right.
I'm going to be coming in the other end on track 4.
All right. Going well, Patchwork. You pulled an IROC.
And you should be able to take these with you.
Well, what are they?
Beams.
This is not Farm Sim 22. This is Railroads Online. We do Farm Sim 22 on Monday nights, where we're doing our, we have a separate lumber company that we're building right now, along with, we will be doing a farm on it eventually too.
What do you
Oh,
mean
sorry,
it's not
Patchwork.
Farm Sim. This is Farm Sim 1883, and we
Right.
all have the pox, and we're trying to make it with our narrow gauge farm equipment.
That's right. Our lives are a little shorter. Wait, so what do you got? What do you have for me?
Got 5 cars of beams.
Do I need beams up there?
Beams and rails.
I think we're full on the beams right now. Maybe 2 cars. I might need 1 or 2 cars more.
As soon as you dump rails in, though, it's going to start consuming.
Yeah, true. True.
Nice, Montezuma,
Nope, that's the Del Norte.
Del Norte.
And already she has found garbage and ripped it up all over my bedroom floor.
Oh my god, that's so funny. On my screen, the crosshead pump on Montezuma fell off.
Oh, like
So,
it just
like-
disappeared?
Yeah. That's I can't wait for all that stuff to be fixed because that and the popcorn are actually a related problem.
Oh.
So each locomotive has like multiple network actors, and I'm gonna be half talking out of my ass here because I'm relaying with no knowledge of code something that was explained to me like I was 5. Um,
Right.
so um, uh, when the pieces of the engine are falling off like that, it's because they're not actually attached to the engine. Because
Oh.
like they're a set up animated thing that's meant to like follow the engine. And over the networks it gets lost, and that's why you have pieces falling off and dragging behind. So the way to fix the popcorn is to just have those be animated pieces of the locomotive.
But they're
So
part of the
each
locomotive instead, yeah, instead of being...
Yeah, where the animation, where they're a static object until you hit the trigger for the animation, like the wheels turning or anything. So
Okay.
when the locomotive's sitting still, like it's just a static object. It's some like sleight of hand shit that like I really like have trouble wrapping my hand around. Sorry for swearing. I don't know if this is a family
It's all right.
channel. But...
It's all right. We try to keep it as non-swearing as possible.
Okay, noted.
We have our occasional moments.
Yeah, I have a sailor's mouth. I'll try to watch it. Just out of respect for my lovely hosts here.
What's up, Gator?
I'm not sure.
Long
if
time
I've
no
used
see.
it before.
We were just talking about Gator. What was it, like a week or two ago? We were saying, hey, where's Gator? What's he been doing? I'm like, I don't know, man. I haven't seen him in a while. Yep. Yeah, was it 2 weeks ago, JC? Yep. We were just talking about you. It's hilarious. What's up, Zwajo? Oh, that's why you came back, 44 told you?
All right, CD. I assume you've seen a lot of railroads. Have you ever seen a Y like this one?
Yeah, go check his Y out. It's pretty cool. We're just grabbing the first 2 beam cars here. By the way, I'm not going to grab all of them.
Maybe I should get an aerial view. Let me see. Let's do this thing. Oh wait.
I won't tonight because we're going right to dinner, but I could probably tomorrow, Nate.
Oh my God, we had this Y for a brief moment, like the backwards like crossover Y. We had this on My Railroad for a minute, and then we were like, no, we're changing this. Like,
I love it.
already left-right dyslexic. Like, I can't do this.
That is one thing. It is kind of confusing which way you're coming into it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, it's like, wait, which way are we coming in?
It makes perfect sense to me.
It does. Oh, it does. But it's still at the same time, it's like a little bit like, I'm not sure what to do with this.
There wasn't enough room on this side of the yard. There wasn't enough room on the other side of the yard to put in a regular Y. And the ladder tracks get shorter coming this way, so. And I mainly just didn't want to use the turntable, so.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody put a yard here. That's interesting. Like,
Well, I figured it was kind of the interchange between engines that can handle hills and engines that can't handle hills.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, because most of the industries on this side are pretty flat. And then most of the stuff on the other side is pretty hilly. So I figured that's where I kind of would split it up. We bring them here and drop them off, and then I see you running around up there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on the ground. Just a few feet above it.
Feel like 30, 80 feet. Well, it's good to see you, JC, or JC. It's good to see you, Gator, and cool that you finally got your computer. I was going to say Mary Poppins. I should have said it because then we're on the same page there. Mary Poppins is flying around above my engine.
Arthur, do you recall the grade to the iron mine?
I'm thinking about it. 3% max.
Okay, so the Del Norte is not going to make that.
Not with anything
the
more
low
than 2 or 3
train.
cars. Yeah. It might be able to pull 2 cars. That's the only thing about the Del Norte. I love it. It's a great engine. I just wish it had a slightly more power, but they don't. So
Yeah, I mean that value was taken from the official booklet of every Baldwin Locomotives Works engine they ever built.
that's so cool.
So that is its real value. And that book is thousands of pages long.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, because they built each one was different, you know. No two engines were the
Every railroad
same.
in the U.S. had a Baldwin, at least one.
And they went all the way into the diesel era. So, I mean, they're crazy.
Yeah, their diesels were not great. So,
Oh no, we still use Discord, Nate. We're using it right now. I use it pretty much every night when we do our multiplayer streams, so. By the way, speaking of streams, I will be back on again. I'm going to say Friday. I might do like a fun whatever game tomorrow night. Yeah, that's cool, Gator. Welcome come on back. But I will be. I don't have practice tomorrow night, so I will probably stream. But I also need to get some YouTube stuff done, so we'll see. Because I'm a little behind on my YouTube recordings. So once again,
Friday?
what'd you say?
Truck Sim on Friday?
Yeah, American Truck Sim on Friday. And once again, we'll have to once I get back to working full time. If I get this job, which it seems like I'm going to, then we'll kind of try to figure the schedule out from there. But as of right now, I'm planning at least Monday, like Monday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday, something like that. And the games would, if I only do 2 nights, it would be Train Sim and Farm Sim. And then occasionally we throw in a Truck Sim here and there. But if I can do more, I will. I know life is going to start getting really busy, so we will have to see.
you good to back up?
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
ready
Gator,
to
you're still a. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. If you want to back it up, and I'll attach them.
Aye, aye.
Hey, Boomer, are you coming to the yard to reload your wood?
I'm sorry. Say again.
And yeah, I
Oh.
was going to I'll just wait for Arthur to finish talking. But yeah, I'm back. And yeah, I'm going to make my way there somehow.
Because we could use a couple of cordwood cars delivered here to refill the firewood depot. Actually, never mind. I have loaded beams over there. I'll dump those in.
Okay.
All right, you're good to go forward. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to back up the hill, so we're gonna be pushing this load up.
Oh, I'm a hack.
What'd you say?
Myself that time.
All right, go ahead and start stopping and hang on 1 second with the tool train. We're gonna be backing down the middle. So, and then come on back. Yep, you're almost ready. Hang on 1 second. Okay, you're clear to back up now. We are going to be playing ATS on Friday. I am not sure what time, but I do know it is time. I'm going to have you run the train for a little bit, CD Trumpet, because I have to order our pizza before it's too late. Otherwise, they'll close.
All right.
So we'll be staying here together, but
Morning.
there'll be no sound. Nah, well. That's such a cool boxcar. You like the colors?
I do like the colors. These are nice.
I picked the happy colors.
Yeah. I love that they the paint textures were added because they're so cool. It adds so much.
Yeah, I love the fact that you can pick different ones. Yeah, I really I like both of the Montezuma paint schemes. I love the fact that like the Glendale has so many different paint schemes available. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yes. So Friday, probably the same thing, JC, like around 6:30, 7. I tried to do it earlier so I can hang out with my kids afterwards. Because they, they should be here by then. So, all right. So, where are we getting pizza from? I guess I'll see if I can get Romeo's. Sometimes I can get Romeo's this late. Sometimes I can't.
One thing, CD Trumpet. Are there plans on expanding the client vision?
Oh, no, that's a good question.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, what?
Are there plans on expanding the client's view?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anything that has to do with making multiplayer better is 100% on the docket. That is, like, I can't go into, like, too many details, but, like, client render distance and, like, the popcorn and, like, bug fixing and all of that stuff is #1 priority right now.
Okay.
Like, we have a lot of shiny new toys to give to the game too, but like the bug fixes are absolutely #1 because we play this game too, and like we see it and we experience it, and we're just like, yeah, like popcorn sucks, nobody likes that, like
Right.
like we don't like that, and I don't know. It's but yeah, the client render distance thing is that's kind of drifting into territory that like I don't really understand because I don't really touch code or I don't 3D model, I don't do anything like that. Like I kind of do a lot of like on paper stuff,
So when he's talking about popcorn, Pop's Place, it basically the weird shaking of the cars and the engine and stuff. Sometimes they pop together and they don't necessarily move smoothly. Like they kind of, you can see it here. It's because I'm hosting. It's not quite as bad, but like that right there. If you keep watching, you'll see it jerk a little bit. It's that jerkiness.
But for clients, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think because we're all kind of separated, it's not as bad tonight.
Yeah.
When we're all in the same area, it tends to be worse.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like there's a rolling stock cap of like somewhere between 30 and 50 cars, and like the popcorn is like the network packet loss where the client's game doesn't know where the trains are on the host's computer. So it'll recorrect itself and it'll be like, oh, is the train derailed? Oh, is it on the track? Is it at the smelter? Is it, and the cars will just be jumping around, like doing things that trains don't do,
Right.
And that is probably the most annoying problem with the multiplayer right now. But yeah, I mean, if we didn't have a plan to fix any of that stuff, we would be very bad developers,
Right, exactly. Yes, TR Summers. I've been having, and definitely Twitch issues. We had trouble at the beginning of the stream with Twitch cutting out, and I did a test on my network, and I was 300 up, 300 down. So it's not on my end, and that's on the wireless side. I'm 900 full speed, but the wireless runs at 300. So I'm getting full throughput basically. So yeah, so it's a problem with Twitch. Yeah, Nate, pretty much though. I don't like anything. It doesn't work perfectly all the time. So you do what you can. I'd say in general, the internet's been much smoother with the fiber, and it's been great. But yeah, we still have some problems. So.
Oh, are we going downhill? Oh shit.
Are you still full throttle?
Yeah.
Whee!
Sorry, I just got to. Oh, there was some popcorn. I wish I could have. All of the cars just decided to roll over and fall down the hill on my screen. I had a little bit of a heart attack there.
Uh-oh.
And sorry, I said I cussed again.
That's all right. With YouTube, the big thing I think is like the first 10 minutes.
Okay.
So as long as you get past that, you're fine.
And yeah, I mean,
So yeah, if there's no swearing in the first 10 minutes, then they're fine with it. I still try not to, but it's fine.
yeah, no, I'm not used to having to censor myself. So,
Yeah, I'm the same.
So lesson learned. I tried to order pizza at 9:30, and then that's too late because they're all saying they're closed, and I know they're not. Let me try calling real quick here.
I was not expecting such a rapid descent. Well, while he's calling, if you have any more game-related questions, feel free to let me fly.
I've got a few. I was wondering, one, are we ever going to get semaphores in this game?
Oh,
Because they did have, I have done research, and back in the day they did have semaphores back in the old days.
well, they did. They
Don't know about
were.
the specific railway, but yeah.
Well, they were very rare on narrow gauge. There are prototypes for them, so they did exist. That I feel like is a case of it did exist on the narrow gauge, so it's possible. The question is how difficult is it to implement, and that would probably determine where it goes on the pecking order of things, but I can't say anything with certainty about that because I actually don't know the answer. But with anything, if it was American or American adjacent narrow gauge, there's always the possibility. But I can't give you a definitive yes or no.
Okay. I was just wondering, like, I know here in Australia we had, we've got, well, we had on our narrow gauges we had all our semaphores and stuff, but yeah, that was here in Australia. Don't know about America.
In America, it was next to zero. Well, we had semaphores on like standard gauge railroads, for example.
Yeah.
But for the one railroad that I know of that had them, off the top of my head, was the Boston, Revere Beach, and Lynn, which is now the MBTA's Blue Line. They had 4 signals total on their entire railroad.
You're clear to the service track.
I got.
One more question, and then I have to go personally because I have to go get the pizza. They close. I can get it, but I have to get there before they close. So, oh wait, that's too fast. Wait, I didn't get that one. The JC wants to know: are there going to be more maps and different land to play on?
That's one I also can't answer.
Okay, so let's go at this from a different angle. Okay. Will we have the ability to mod or get mods like like with Farm Sim you have a bunch of mods?
That's unfortunately I can't answer that
Okay,
either.
okay. Fair enough.
Mod support is a tricky thing.
Yes.
It's not just like hitting the allow mods button. None of this is like, add the new map button or stuff like that. It takes to add mod support, it would probably require a a serious restructure of the code. Not saying it's impossible, but it's
Right.
yeah. I mean, it's difficult.
Okay.
But yeah, can't confirm nor deny.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be more? Wouldn't that be more end game to more release from actual proper release? That thing would be a thought of like it shouldn't be a thing at a early access stage, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this game is very young.
Yeah.
You know, the future is bright, right? Like this game could go in all sorts of different directions, you know, but it's at the moment, like, we're just trying to condense it down to can we fix the bugs that are making it impossible for the online part of Railroads Online to be functioning, you know?
Right.
And that's really. So I'm sorry for not giving a
Oh, you're
clear
fine. You got to do what you got to do. We're glad to have some additional information, and that's been the exciting part tonight. So
You've already asked a few questions I've been wondering for months, so it's all good with that.
Awesome, yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
fellas.
I mean-
Well, I have to run, so I'm gonna leave the server up. If you guys want to continue playing, chatting, all that stuff, I'm good with that. Have a great night, everybody. Tomorrow night, I'm not sure what time. Probably more like later in the evening, because I'm gonna try to probably get my YouTube stuff done first, because I need to, that's kind of high priority, and then I'll move into, if I have time to stream tomorrow night. Might be more like 9 o'clock ish, and we'll do something simple. It's not going to be like multiplayer. Probably it'll probably be just me playing something, but maybe we'll see. It's going to be Artie's fun night, so that's the night that I get to stream whatever I want. So I will be glad to see you guys again. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. And we'll see you next time on both YouTube and Twitch. Bye. Say good night, everybody.
See ya.
Good night.